to my channel, or welcome if you guys are new. My name is Neetu and I am here with the top 10 cozy reads that you guys would absolutely love, because I was just going through my lists and I came across the books that I would probably read this winter, or I would probably love to read during winter, and which just kinds of reminds me of hot chocolate, fire, candles, warm blankets, and twinkling lights, and all the cozy feels. Without further ado, I'm just gonna jump right into the video. Please keep it in mind that these are the cozy reads, but not atmospheric or winter read. So there are not many winter themes in these books, but apart from that, I have tried to include all genres and categories into. You can pick any time of the year, but I feel that it would be perfect for the winter. So this book is The House in the Cellular Sea by T.J. Klune. I read this book at the beginning of the year, and this book just reminds me of like a tall glass of hot chocolate with marshmallows and sprinkles on top. That's what this book reminds me of. So this book is about a caseworker called Linus Baker, who is a government sanctioned department in charge of magical youth. He's around 40 years old. He lives alone with a cat and his records. So basically one day, due to the perfection of the work he does, the higher officials send him to a magical island. He has to report about the 6 kids, the most dangerous children in the world basically. He has to observe them and make a report about them and the caretaker of the island, whether they are dangerous to the world or not, and he has to set aside his fears. He also has to handle the attraction he has towards the caretaker, and he comes across secrets and magical beings, and there's a whole lot going on in this book. You would absolutely love it because the character development, the find family trope in this book, and the humor, innocence, and the love, the bonding, everything in this book is so beautiful, so heartwarming, and so lovable that it will just bring a smile to your face. It will just make you feel complete. So the next book I'm going to talk about is Tokyo Ever After by Emiko Jean. This book is all about a girl named Izumi Tanaka, who is half Japanese and half American. She was raised by a single mother, and she had a bunch of friends who she was attached to, and she was happy overall. But by accident, she comes to know that her father is still alive, and he's none other than the Crown Prince of Japan. So she goes on a journey to Japan. She comes across like conniving relatives, handsome bodyguard, and trying to balance the cultures of both the Japan and being an American, and finding herself, finding her family, finding her true love. This book is just a complete ride for, I think, a good family adventure. You just come across characters and connections that you kind of enjoy reading about and connecting to. So yeah, this book is like a complete win as a cozy read for me. The third book that I'm gonna talk about is From Lookout with Love by Mariana Zapata. Is one of the best slow burn romance I have ever read, and that's saying something because I have read quite a few slow burn romances. Okay, and Mariana Zapata writes just brilliantly. Her characters are always wonderful, so wholesome that you are just unable to detach yourself from them. They are just like magnets that you just kind of gets attracted towards. So From Luca with Love is a brilliant love story about Jasmine and Ivan. They both do figure skating, which is basically skating on ice. So Jasmine, after years and years of training and broken bones and hurt and betrayal, at last she gets a chance to do the figure skating with her all-time nemesis, whom she absolutely hates, by the way, at the beginning. But you know where this goes, because it's an enemies to lovers romance. And this book is so beautiful that it will make you fall not only in love with the characters but also in figure skating. I didn't knew that figure skating could be so cozy and so romantic. But yeah, this book is just one of the best reads for winter. Do give it a try, you would not regret it. For all the non-fiction lovers out there, I have a book for you too. So it's The Comfort Book by Matt Haig. I have read The Midnight Library by Matt Haig previously, and that book is one of my favorite books of all time again. Yeah, as you can see, there are lots of favorite book in this list. So that book was phenomenal, and this book I just read in a single setting. It does helps that it's a short read though. So the basic gist about this book is it's a collection of consolations which has been learned during hard times, and suggestions for making the bad days better. Inspirational lines from other people's lives. So I would highly suggest everyone to check this book out if you're going through depression or a hard time. This book is absolutely perfect for you. Overall brings happiness. So do check it out. The next book I'm going to recommend is for mystery lovers, which is Razorblade Tears by S.A. Cosby. This book is stunning. It's all about a black father, a white father, two murdered sons, and a quest for vengeance. That's how the blurb is, but it has so much more. This book is all about a journey about learning and supporting the LGBTQ plus community. The fathers, even though when they slight the notion of their kids being gay, they change their minds later on when they lose their kids and are heartbroken, and they try to find justice by their own way, because as both of them are ex-con, they knew the police wouldn't do anything for them, and the trail just went cold when the kids were killed. So they both had other connections with the underworld, so they tried to break the case by going and dealing with the killers separately. This book is on the whole an action-packed book that just goes so fast and so smoothly that you would be engrossed, and it's so enthralling all over, and you would love it. Okay, I think that people should read and share. Just read it. Okay, just the next book I'm gonna suggest is She Who Became the Sun by Shelley Parkin Chan. Is one of the best books I have ever read in my life. Okay, I gave it 5 stars, and it just came out this year, so I would highly suggest you guys to check it out. Characters are absolutely brilliant, the plot is so stunning, and even the grey characters, you would absolutely fall in love with each and every one of them. Make you feel so wholesome, so happy, but at the same time this book will destroy you. Okay, this book it has everything. It just has everything. So basically we meet a girl. She feels like the god has done injustice to, because her brother has been prophesied to be a great person, but in the end he dies. But the girl, Zoo, she takes her own brother's name and goes on a journey to become a monk, to fight wars, to conquer kingdoms. Just pick it up, you would not regret reading it. It's so good, okay? It's just good. Just go read. For all the literary fiction lovers out there, this book is so perfect for you. Just go for it, okay? Just go for it blindly. The book is called A Second Place by Rachel Cusk. I read this book recently and it blew my mind, okay? The writing is so lyrical, so beautiful, so passionate. It just takes you to different places. Like a single line, I just go back to read again and again, because the writing style is absolutely magnificent, okay? Rachel Cusk talks about the feelings and the innermost thoughts of a woman. I think I'm gonna butcher the blurb because I really can't justify the way Rachel Cusk's write, but I'm just gonna read the blurb, okay?
A woman invites a famed artist to visit the remote coastal region where she lives, in the belief that his vision will penetrate the mystery of her life and landscape. His provocative presence provides the frame for a study of female fate and male privilege, of the geometries of the human relationships, and of the struggle to live morally in the intersecting spaces of our internal and external worlds, with its examination of the possibility that art can both save and destroy us. Rachel Cusk's Second Place is deeply affirming of the human soul while grappling with its darkest demons.
Even the blur makes you think, okay? That's what Rachel Cusk do. She makes you think, she makes you to break boundaries and to just explore the mind, the feelings and the thoughts that crosses your mind while reading this book. So if this is something for you, I would absolutely suggest you check this one out. The next book I'm going to talk about is The Lovely War by Julie Berry. The book is Chef's Kiss. It's basically a historical journey of two couples in World War One, and the stories about those two couples, by the way, explained by the Greek mythology gods in the World War II, which is about to happen. Love story in this book, the characters in this book, the connection, the heartache, the journey and the passion, you know, the budding romance. They all go through different journeys and have their own issues. You just cry happy tears. That's what this book will make you feel. You will cry happy tears at the end of this book. Highly recommend this book. Just read it, okay? Just read. The next book I'm going to talk about is The Heartstopper by Alice Oseman. If you have not read The Heartstopper, please do, because please just read the Heartstopper series by Alice Oseman. It's a graphic novel series. It not only talks about LGBTQ plus problems, also talks about so many other issues that the kids and the teenagers go through. We have Nick and Charlie, who are the absolutely brilliant, the most adorable boys I have ever come across. So just read it. I can just go on and on about Nick and Charlie, but I just want you to experience by yourself what and how they make you feel. So the editing me has just realized there's a clip missing, so I'm gonna reshoot it. So if there's a kind of change and everything, that's because of it. The last book I'm going to talk about is The Chronicles of Narnia by C.S. Lewis. That book is such a beautiful, cozy, and feel good kind of book, but it is also an action packed book as well. So we follow Lucy with her brothers and sister who find a magical world behind a wardrobe. So they go on a journey to defeat the evil queen who has created winter all over Narnia and to bring back the real king back to the throne. And of Narnia is a perfect pick for beginners and kids. If you don't like reading, you might also find the movie is pretty good as well. So that's the last book. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to hit the bell icon next to the subscribe button to stay updated and get more such content from me. And yeah, thank you guys. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.